Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Life in Motion. I am here with my beautiful Nastia. Yes, we're gonna be dancing through this whole situation. My friend, Nastia Liukin.
Hi.
She is an Olympic medalist, gold medalist, I might add. Amazing human being. Also a past Dancing with the Stars partner. Let's reminisce, let's go back. We'll have a wavy moment, ready? So we danced with each other, season 20 of Dancing with the Stars, but this was kind of a unique situation. Because one, like I wasn't doing Dancing with the Stars.
Okay, so they reached out and they said like, we're kind of in a crunch, any chance you could do this season? I was like, no chance, I'm living in New York, going to school at NYU. Obviously the show is live in LA. I was like, I can't be in two places on opposite coasts at once. And they're like, well, the person that we have in mind is actually also in New York, like not telling me that it was you. And I was like, okay, well that's interesting. So then we would just like fly for a day and fly back. And they're like, we'll make it work. I've always wanted to do the show, but then I'm like, I don't think this is the right time. Like I'm going to school full time and that was like hard enough. And so then I was like, you know what? Just do it.
Let's do it. Just jump in.
I remember walking in and seeing you and I was like, this is the way to do it. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna be partnered with you.
Well, I was doing a show in New York at Radio City. Nobody knew Nastia was doing the show. And then when they were announcing the cast, we also did like a surprise announcement like,
well,
hey.
we also weren't there. Everyone was here in LA and we were in New York.
Yes.
And so it was like this like
reveal.
Huge
we're like,
reveal.
Hey, we're here, guys. And I'll never forget Mark texting me, but my best friend, he didn't even know, and he was like, what the heck, man? You didn't even tell me? What's wrong with you? Well, first of all, when I knew that I had to do 13 shows a week at Radio City, and then I was like, but I'm also gonna be doing Dancing with the Stars, fingers were crossed. So when I found out I was dancing with Nastia Liukin, a female gymnast, I was super stoked. Obviously because I knew that she would have the flexibility, the athleticism. So we were doing great, things are happening, it's like awesome.
And then I'm at the airport, boarding for my Retta. You weren't going back because you had rehearsal.
A rehearsal.
So I'm literally in line to board, have my boarding pass up here. Oh, Derek Hough, click. So I'm at the hospital. What? And I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe, it wasn't even cool too. Like I was, I'm doing 13.
You weren't doing flips.
No, 13 shows a week at Radio City, Dancing with the Stars, full out, and then rehearsal after Dancing with the Stars. I was dancing and I just kicked my leg and I kicked the light and I broke my big toe, which I didn't know was broken because I'd never broken a bone in my body. So I was like, oh, that burns, that doesn't feel great. And instead of just sitting down like a normal human being, I was like, let me run and get ice on my broken toe. And I'm like, I'll be right back. And so I'm running, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. And then I fall down the stairs and sprain my left ankle terribly, like torn ligaments, the whole thing. And I knew it, I was like, this is bad. And I'm like, and I just remember screaming, going, no, no, no. I just kept screaming no because I knew
everything. All these things were just like,
I knew that I couldn't do the show in New York. I couldn't dance with Nastia anymore. I had to pull out the show, and then I had a tour coming up. I was like, this is like the worst thing ever. I've never had this before. It ever happened to me before where I got injured.
Last week though, you were able to dance, and that was like, we got eliminated, but it was like one of my favorite. Like every single dance was. Every week I was like, this is my new favorite, this is my new favorite, but like that one was like so special and emotional, and then just being able to like go out and have like that one last dance with you too was like, it was special. So,
it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And it's interesting, so when people ask me like one of my favorite moments when I was on Dancing with the Stars, one moment that I actually talk about is a moment that I had with you. It was a moment kind of like I was trying to like break through and kind of get to something else, get to another side. I was like, what's your real name? Because I don't know if people know this or not, but like Nastia isn't your original given name, right? So what was it?
Anastasia.
Anastasia. And I said, well, when did you start calling yourself Nastia? And it was when you started competing, right? And I was like, wow, that's so interesting. Like we all have these names, these characters, these people that we give ourselves, these like almost personas in different aspects. Before, it was about competing and it was about winning, it was about being the best. It was like just about being a little girl.
The whole experience was so cool, and I got to learn how to dance and kind of, and do something, something that I was like afraid to do and step outside my comfort zone. But I feel like what I continue to say is like, you just kind of taught me that it's okay to just be yourself. I always like was trying to be perfect. I was trying to be the best. I was trying to win. And that's what I went into Dancing with the Stars trying to do also. And I feel like something clicked and I was like, wait, he's right. You're just like that little girl again. I'm forever proud of the moment that I had of winning an Olympic gold medal because it's something that I dreamed about for so long. But it made me also realize that like life isn't defined by being the best, by winning a gold medal or by a mirror ball or, you know, whatever it is. We get caught up in those kind of moments and you sometimes forget like to take a step back and to remember why you're doing it and to do it for the love and for the passion. And I needed that because I had just retired from gymnastics and so I hadn't like found myself.
That's crazy. All that time, all those years of preparation.
Everything comes down to like that one moment, that one day. It was like
that gives me so much anxiety because
me too.
I have like
thinking back at it now, like when I look at the videos or like someone tags me on Instagram and like a video, and I'm like, how did I do that? Like, because like physically we were all prepared. Like your training is done. You're as strong as you'll ever be. You're as fit as you'll ever be. Like all of those things, but it becomes whoever wins basically is like who's mentally the strongest. Yeah, and it's like that day, like that moment, like you can't just say like, okay, another take, like judges, hold on, let me try that again, you know? And so
like that for me is insanity. But I guess that's what the conditioning is, right? Where you can tap into it. You can just.
I think I was just so. I read so many books. Like I had a vision board and like.
So you did have a vision board.
Oh my God, yes.
So you foresaw it, like you envisioned
1,000%. They had just released what the gold, silver, and bronze medals at the Beijing Olympics were gonna look like. Printed them off, just like my computer, my little printer in my like home office at my parents' house.
I love this.
And I put that on my vision board. So my dad competed at the Olympics, won 2 gold and 2 silver medals, also in gymnastics.
No pressure then.
So my mom actually went and like dug up his Olympic medals that were like in the basement and hung his Olympic gold medal on my board.
That's awesome.
And so it was like this real Olympic gold medal, not mine, but his.
Yes.
In a picture of the gold medal that I was like envisioning winning. It's like as soon as I saw that, weird things happened and I was just like, I know what's going to happen. It's just now a matter of like getting through this training and getting there. So I stuck my vault landing for the first and last time in my entire life.
That's incredible. Oh my
and then went on to bars, took a step on my bar dismount, stuck my beam dismount, went onto floor, went down the stairs, gave my dad a hug and like held it there for a second. And the final like
and you're
standing
like, this is real. This is real.
Wait, is it real? Yeah. You know, like it wasn't even about like, yes, I wanted that gold medal, but it was about the performance that I had.
Yeah.
You know, and like creating that moment for yourself.
There's something to be said about having certainty and making it. It's almost like making a decision. I really believe that. I really believe that when you decide and you have complete, absolute certainty about something, that you have a really strong chance of actually making that come to pass. I've never heard that story before.
I know.
So speaking of triumphs, let's also think about the moments that we fell.
Yeah, so 2012, I tried to make my second Olympic team. And going in, you know, talking about like pressure and expectations, like I had never felt more pressure or expectation going into that Olympic trials because I was the reigning Olympic all-around champion, and now like everybody knew who I was.
They're like, okay, what are you gonna do?
Literally,
Let's
like
go.
every step you take, like you're being watched. And so on my best event, bars, I came crashing down. I missed a release move and like literally face planted. I think it was on like ESPN's top 10 falls for like 2 weeks straight.
And you're like, thanks ESPN for showcasing that moment over and over again.
No, watching it now, it's like a little funny, but at the time it wasn't. 20,000 people in this arena and millions watching back at home literally just watched me fall on my face. And I'm the best gymnast in the world. I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
So I got back up, I finished that routine knowing that that didn't matter. My score didn't matter. I wasn't gonna make that Olympic team. And I landed on my feet on my dismount, and for the very first time in my life and career, I had a standing ovation for the worst routine of my career. And then I immediately flashed back 4 years prior where I won the gold medal and nobody was standing on their feet.
And that was a cool moment to experience where you think like everybody's against me, everybody wanted to see me fall, or that feeling. And then also you're like, wait, actually, no,
they still love me
Or
and like
they still
support me, and
Yeah.
like, and I think
That's
that
that's a beautiful thing.
that moment to me became the defining moment of my career. That's when I realized like a gold medal is not going to define my life. Results don't define who you are as a person. And it just made me realize that life is about the journey.
You started at a very young age. You peak in your gymnastic ability at a very young age.
16, basically. I mean, I was old at 18 years old.
Before you're
an adult.
An adult.
It's amazing, but it's like scary. It's like there's so many different emotions, because I remember like going back to Beijing 10 years ago, standing on that podium with a gold medal around my neck, and the fear was, I've achieved my lifelong dream, and I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
And now what?
Now what?
And it was like, but then I was like, but oh my God, I just won the Olympics.
You keep going back and forth.
and you're like, but wait, now what? Like, this is, like,
so
their
crazy.
life to me didn't go past 2008. Like,
Yeah.
it was literally 2008, like the Olympics, and like, then like, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
And so the last like few years, I feel like have just been like this discovery process of truly like who I am and what my passions are and what I want to do, and your goals, and you're not defined by medals or results
yeah.
or, you know, those types of things.
And you feel like everybody's just judging you. And by the way, our whole lives we were judged. We were judged, literally judged by a scorecard. It bleeds through in life where you think, well, everybody's just judging me. Everybody's judging me. Everything is being looked at, is being scrutinized. It's so true. I really defined a lot of what I did or who I was based on what I achieved or what I, could actually do, and rather than just who I was and who I am. And we're all just those little kids. We all are. We're still that little boy. We're still that little girl. They're not this distant memory, this separate person. They're still who we are. It's just we just have to reclaim them. So one of the things that I loved about Nastia's story is how she visualized her winning the Olympics, how she created a vision board and she saw it happen. It was her destiny. And it makes me wonder, what's some of your passions? What are some of your dreams? And I really strongly encourage you to make some vision boards, to put it on paper. Don't just keep it up in your brain. Put it on paper. Make it real. Because listen, if you're a pilot and you're flying, you need to know your destination. You need to know where you're going in order to find the path to where you arrive. So I would say, figure out what it is you want. Put it on paper. Make a vision board. Make it real, make it happen. And also I would love to hear about them. Comment below. I want to hear what some of your passions are, what some of your dreams are. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I've thoroughly enjoyed hanging out with my girl Nastia, getting to know more about her story. It's amazing, it's incredible. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.